everyone, this is Kali S von Kreatives Leben, and today I'm here with art journal Flipthrough, and for me this is quite a special art journal because I did this art journal, it's actually one of my first videos I think. I created this art journal out of a magazine, and I will try to show you the link to my old video so that you can look at how my journal looked like previously. I really loved that journal, making that journal, and when I was done people would ask me, so that's it? And basically what I had created were backgrounds. So I took the journal, the advertising magazine, and I just took out stuff. I put paint on it, I collaged, and I wasn't thinking so much, but basically I was creating backgrounds. And now, throughout the years, I would take my journal and I would take the background and create something. So here, for example, I just doodled. I didn't, I had this butterfly in the middle, and that was it. And I really enjoyed this one. I really love this page. I love that it's shiny because I love shiny stuff. And what is going to be interesting for you is to see the evolution. And interestingly enough, I didn't start, so this is my first page. This was, I don't know, my 5th or 7th page, I don't remember. So there is no order, but in some cases you will see that, yeah, my style has evolved. So here I like the page, but here I had some bleeding, which is a pity, but the paper is simply different to normal watercolor paper, and it doesn't absorb as well. It reacts differently, so you have to be a little bit flexible, let's say. And what is interesting is some parts are still remaining from the old journal. So this is from the magazine, so this is her. She was there already, but obviously I have improved her, pimped her, and I've added tissue paper and cardstock paper, and I stenciled, etc. So I played around, and you can see very different pages here. So this is very different to the previous one. I think you can't see anything from the previous magazine. Maybe here in the background, I think the water was there, but the rest is all collage or paints. And here again, I really love the background actually. These were 2 staircases. And I wanted to do something with the spiral, and somehow it disappeared. I don't know, I wanted to do a flower, and then everything disappeared. This is a page I really like. You don't see anything from the previous background anymore, because I found this collage piece, I really loved it, and I worked around it, and the theme was yoga, basically. Here is the same, still some water from the previous magazine, but the rest is basically a piece of collage, and some stamping and painting and, yeah, having fun and just making sure that there is a color scheme. I think this is the first painting I did in here, or my first art journaling page, and here you can see different things, and you can recognize that this is an older piece because the shading is very poor, but also the paint quality is not so good, especially because the magazine was very loud. No, it wasn't loud, but it had already a lot of stuff working in the background. If you want to paint on top, you really need strong paint. And this was very cheap paint, and you can see it's very transparent. It has very little pigment. And, I was tempted to redo the face, and I thought, no, this is part of the process. This is part of the evolution, so let's keep it. This is a very interesting one because this is only with watercolors. The rest is mainly done with acrylic paints. I think all of them are done with acrylic paints except for this one. So I did some aqua ground, so primer, to be able to do some watercolors. And this is what you see here, and this is also on top of the background that existed already. So I found that quite an interesting one, different of the rest. So this is also an early one. You can tell because the mixing here is not done very well, but also because I had a phase where I loved this pink, which I still like, but I have another favorite pink right now. This one is an interesting one because it's very deep somehow. So here you would have like water, and she would be a wise woman walking on water mainly, and looking out at the stars. Yeah. This one I think was probably the fastest I did. This is still from the previous background, so this was in the magazine, and then I had stick this down because I liked the color scheme, and then I looked at it and it looked like she was dreaming of kids, of family life or whatever. So I just did this. This one here, this was a collage out of a magazine, and the rest I just painted myself, and then you can still see the background that I had here. So that's not the original background. I think only the border is the original background, everything else has disappeared. Here, these you can recognize is mainly from the original background. Here, these are the lights from the cars. This was a car magazine, so you can see the light. I really liked that. I found it very powerful. And he was on another page, but I had stick him down here because I don't know, I think because of the color scheme. And I like that. So I kept it simple, just playing with the word power and him, and that's it. And this one is a very funny one, I think, because they were there originally, and I had cut out all these people or these faces because I really liked them. I found them very funny, and I had just stick them down without thinking. And then next to it, I had stick down this dream catcher that I had on tissue paper, and that was my background. And then I looked at it and I said, "Wow, you could take over." And these are many dream catchers with people faces in there. So basically, this is how this page came along, and I found it very whimsical and fun. This is with one of my stencil that I really love, my peacock stencil, and this is very shiny, as you can imagine. This one is unbelievable. This is my golden, I think, gold iridescent. Isn't that pretty? I love how it shimmers. I don't know if you can see that, guys. I hope you do. Wonderful. This one is very different to the other ones, as you can guess. This is one of the early ones as well, but this was just a doodling one with some art journaling. So I was writing there about my day, I think, and yeah, very colorful. You know, still okay. This is also one of the earlier ones with my peacock again, because I really love my peacock, and I think this is this fits very well. Yes, we can. You can do art journaling. It's not very difficult. You know, you can do it with little supplies. This is just a magazine it took me a year, yes, but as you know, I do lots of other journals as well, so this is done in parallel. If you want to finish it earlier and just stick to it, you can do it faster. And it's a lot of fun. I hope it has inspired you also to do your own junk art journal if you want, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so. See you next Friday. Bye bye.